It's huge. Yeah. Yeah. You know, when not to like hog the podcast, man, but you because we've talked about programs uh, that run us and that type of thing. So as I've been around family this last shit, like 24 hours, uh, and discussing financial matters with funerals and all that stuff, um, there's still programs that are I see it in people. I see it in my family, like programs that are running them as far as I'll use one specific thing because it's what a lot of people in the world deal with in relationships, financial means of paying for things, right? So the scarcity mindset, the oh, well, how are we gonna pay for that? How are we gonna do this? And decisions that are made behind that mindset. And I just sit back and it's even my mom, like just because they grew up poor. They grew up not having shit, dirt floors, dirt walls, that type of thing. But seeing that and knowing this work and what I've been through has opened my eyes to like, okay, I choose not to think like that. So, for example, today, uh, my grandma was talking about her funeral because my grandpa left. So she's left behind. And I was like, I want this, I want that, blah, blah, blah. And everybody else is talking to her like, well, that's expensive. And you can't do that. But I was like, yeah, you can, grandma, you can do that. And if anything, I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, whatever it takes. Uh,
That's
hold on.
that's the scary part, though, is that what's kind of like a little bit different is that she probably taught a little bit of that mindset, and then now she's
Yeah.
gotten older and started going, you know what, I want, because then when you get back to that genius state as an older person too, you're
Yeah.
like where you go, you know what, I can do anything, and you're like, because now you know the reason you didn't do anything was because you didn't actually take any fucking action. You weren't purposeful. So here you are, 80 years old, and you're like, you know what, all this inaction on my part is why I'm not there. And now your grandmother's like, I want this, that, this, and that, and it can all happen. And they know because they've
Yeah.
lived all the time, and they're going, shit, if I would have just done it, now I realize I've been all this holding back my whole life, and now it's all regretful right at the end, where you're like, damn,
Yeah.
if I would have just hammered down, now I realize it had nothing to do with my the possibilities of, or what people handed me or were making available to me, but it was all about me. And and she knows, and yeah, you're telling her like, hey, fuck that, you can do anything you want to do, but
Yeah.
but she might have been the person who put that into their head first, like, hey,
Exactly.
scarcity, scarcity,
Yeah.
scarcity.
So, yeah. So just seeing that, man, I wanted to say because we've talked about programs and things that run us in life,
Hold on one second.
and now to be able to recognize those and it's like, oh, they just stick out at me like, oh shit, okay, uh, that's a program. To choose to believe like that, to choose to live like that. Uh,
need a gate on this thing.